Hello.
Hello.
We mentioned we'll talk about three things with you. We talked about the living space for the puppy and puppy-proofing the house. We talked about all the different materials that we need to be ready for the puppy to come home. And then finally, we had a breeder meeting yesterday. We mentioned we will be talking about the breeder meeting and share some thoughts from that with you. I think we should get to the task. What do you think, Rishabh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, so the day is coming. Next week, we'll be picking the puppy up from the breeders. In preparation for that, Rishabh and I, we have been shopping. We've selected a bunch of materials for the puppy, so we are ready. We are not scrambling at the last minute. So we'll share some of those with you today, and we think it's a necessary list. We'll start with the puppy bowls. This is a 2-bowl set that we got from TJ Maxx. It is steel balls, and what we liked about this one is it's adjustable height. So as the puppy grows, we'll be able to increase the height of this. It's very important to make sure the puppy's neck does not stretch or does not stress too much. There are a few other things which I think Rishabh will talk to you, as he was the one who selected these things. Rishabh, you want to talk about?
Yeah. Here's some training treats. These training treats have less calories than some other training treats. These are used if you can train, so you can train your puppy. You can start training at any time. Now we're going to toys. This is a flat soccer ball. This is a good for tugging. The puppy holds right here, you hold right here and tug. The puppy also can pat this so it squeaks. Kong Wooba. This Kong Wooba is perfect for tugging and throwing stuff. This Kong Wooba is good, so if you want to train your puppy with fetch.
Yeah, this is very nice material as well. As the puppy is growing and going through the teething phase, they can chew on it, and it's made with really nice material, so it's not going to tear apart. Got it.
This is like a tennis ball, but it's made for dogs. This isn't like a regular tennis ball because it's harder and you can't like squeeze it. This tennis ball is made for dogs because it's harder to like bite into. Kong. This is a regular Kong. You put frozen stuff inside here and then you give it to the dog. You can throw it for them or you can just give it to them. It may take them hours to get all the stuff out. A dogwood ring. This dogwood ring is good because it's hard. It's also good because it has some ridges here. The puppy can hold this thing because it's shaped like a hole. This is made out of real wood. It's even scented.
The puppy is going to come with a collar from the breeder, but we needed to get a leash, so we selected this one. Another thing we liked about this one is the buckle. It's really nice quality, and it's supposed to be very reliable. It has a nice handle as well, and what we learned is that it's very difficult for dog to chew on this, so it should be very reliable. It should last very long. Then there are a few other important things which we'd like to talk about. First, we have the training pads here. Although we are not planning on using the pads, we plan on crate training the dog, but we thought it'll be nice to get some just in case we need them. These are the wipes. You cannot use any wipes on the puppy because the scents and the alcohol in those wipes is not really good for the puppies. So we got a special deodorizing wipes to clean off their paws and to clean them off otherwise. So this one is really supposed to be very nice. This is nature's miracle. This is a special cleaning agent for all the accidents that I'm sure are going to happen, as much as you try to prevent them. Yeah, so it has an enzyme in it which helps neutralize the ammonia in the pee, and that prevents all the smell from coming in. So this is very important, and this Nature's Miracle brand comes highly recommended.
Here are some poop bags. These poop bags are used if your puppy poops somewhere it's not supposed to. You pick it up with the bag and then throw it out.
Then finally, very important, we have a couple of other things which we thought would be good. This is a grooming kit which has 3 things in it. It has the brush, because the Labradoodles have long hair and they need to be groomed very frequently. And then there is this massaging pad in here which is important for the puppies, and then we have nail trimmers as well. And then finally, this is something that Rishabh was very excited about, is the dental kit. You want to talk about this, Rishabh?
Okay. This dental kit has a peanut butter smell. This is the toothpaste, and these are toothbrushes. One is like a human brush, but it's double-sided. Other one goes on the finger, and then you can put your finger in the dog's mouth and brush it.
Yeah, so while the puppy is learning, the puppy is going to be moving a lot. You could hurt the puppy with the long handled brush. So that's where you have this finger brush where you have more control on the brush, and you can use it on little puppies while they're learning how to brush the teeth. In addition to this, the food that the puppy is taking, we got to learn about that from the breeder. And you slowly wean them off of that food if you want to switch them over to the brand which is locally available and the one that you want to use. As the puppy comes in, we want to keep the puppy in some selected areas. We do not want to give the puppy the run of the house. So this is one area in our family room. It's sort of a little recess, a niche, where you're using it for decoration purposes. So we want to put like a small playpen around it and keep the puppy most of the time here. We also want to bring the puppy in the game room. We have some play stuff here for the kids. We have another crate in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to rearrange this room, and we will move the stuff around so there is enough space for the puppy here. We have done the rearrangement now, and this is what it looks like. We'll put some toys and stuff for the puppy here. The puppy can play here during the daytime. We are over here, and the puppy will feel more engaged and involved in the family. On the other side, we have put the arrangement for the food over here, and we consolidated some of the stuff over there, moved some furniture, and then this is the area for the puppy. The puppy can sleep here in the crate. All her supplies are at the top of the crate, and then Rishabh and I will sleep here. It's a pull-out bed. We'll sleep here at night for a few days until the puppy gets comfortable. All right, so here we talk about our meeting with the breeder. This letter had 7 puppies, so there were 7 families on the call, and the breeder set up a Google Meet for this discussion, and there were a number of things that he discussed. A lot of the information that he provided was given in a PDF beforehand, but it was still a good meeting. A number of questions I had which got addressed. A few other people also had questions which got answered as well. So broadly, the breeder talked about the allocations as to when the allocations will be done, which by the way was today. The meeting was yesterday. Very excited about that to share which puppy we got at the end of this video. The breeder talked about the food they're giving to the puppy, and how if we want to transition to a different food, what's the best way to do that. They also talked about the vitamins that we give to the puppy. You cannot just go get those vitamins. It has to be through a vet, and there's a certain code that you have to use. They talked about socialization of the puppy, crate training again. Talked about the vet, how important it is to take the puppy to the vet as soon as you get the puppy home. Talked about the leash, collar, talked about feeding, the frequency. They also talked about the microchip which they were going to plan for the puppy. I believe that is going to be done today or tomorrow, where the puppy is going to get a microchip. And now again, the microchip is a little electronic chip the size of a grain of rice, which gets put just above the shoulder blades of the puppy. So right behind here on behind the head, above the shoulder blades. Just like in a syringe, they put a little chip and put it in the fatty tissue over there. So not painful or there's no bleeding, nothing. So it's a very simple procedure. They talked about grooming and training of the puppy. They talked about taking the puppy to one of these local stores, Petco or PetSmart, for training. They also introduced this new resource which is available. It's a website called I believe Baxter and Bella, where they teach you how to train your dog on the web. It seems like a pretty decent program, but we'll still check that out. And then they talk about if you should be taking your puppies to the dog park and let them socialize with the other dogs while they're still small. So a number of topics they talked about. Few topics we have shared with you over the last few weeks. But the most interesting was the allocations. The behavioral analyst was going to be there yesterday and close the books on that. So they choose the right puppy, and that was one interesting fact. The food we got in the mail since we last spoke. So we have the container for the food as well now. The vitamins we are going to be, it's called New Vet, I believe, the vitamins which they give the puppy. So we'll check with our vet as well and see if that's the best thing to do, but they'll give us a few samples as well. On socialization, it was very interesting. The breeder mentioned that he likes to say that you got to introduce your puppy to at least 100 people. Now the puppies are very small. They haven't really seen the ways of the world. They haven't seen trucks. They haven't seen cars. Even though at the breeder they have seen a bit of it, but there's still a lot more for them to see, so they don't get scared and when they see these things. So he shared that it's a common practice where people take the puppies with them to local stores like Target or Walmart or any of those stores. You can put them in your lap, or you can put them in the cart. But we'll see how that goes. I'm not really sure I'm going to be putting the puppy in the cart, but we'll see how that goes. So they also talked about the leash and the collar, or if you want to use a harness instead of a collar. The breeder will provide us a collar and a leash, so we'll start with that. We have our own leash as well, but just because the neck of the puppy is so small, likely we'll end up getting a harness. From feeding perspective, the rule of thumb that he shared with us was that you let the puppy sit in a quiet place and give them the food for 7 to 10 minutes, and if they finish it, great. If they don't finish, just pick it away, but give them like 3 to 4 times. As the puppy grows, then it could be reduced down to 2 times, what we have learned. But it's just you have to feel it and see if the puppy is getting the food that they need. From grooming perspective, they are going to provide us a picture of how the puppy should be groomed. Lot of the groomers, they would just do it according to what they have experienced in the past, which may or may not be the right way to groom the Australian Labradoodle. So we will take this picture to the groomers as we try them out, and at least there will be some reference that we'll be able to provide. So the meeting was quite good. Really enjoyed it, and we also got to see the other families who were getting the puppies. We were the only one, I believe, who were getting the dog for the first time. A lot of the other people either have dogs already or had dogs in the past. So obviously Rishabh and I, we had a few more questions than other people, but it was a good experience. And this morning they sent us an email on which puppy is being allocated to us, and we are very happy to share with you that it's going to be the purple collar puppy. Purple collar is the one which we shared with you a few weeks ago. That was the one we loved. It has nice black ears, and there's probably like another marking on the back, and the tail is a little black as well, but mostly white. We love that. Rishabh, you want to say anything about the purple collar?
Yeah. We're going to tell you guys more about the purple collar at the end, but I want to tell you guys one thing. The purple collar one is the one that has only the ears and the tail. It's not the pink one that had the eye.
Yeah, the pink one had one of the eyes which was black as well, and then there was another one which had both the eyes black. So although we loved all the puppies, we really liked the pink one as well, but we really had our heart on the purple one, and that's the one which we had always wanted. Very excited. I hope you find the information that we shared with you today valuable. We did make some space for the puppy. It is very safe now. We're looking forward to getting the puppy in a week. We are all going to be going and getting the puppy. Just one more week to go, and we will definitely make bringing the puppy home video. And I do expect that to be a bit longer, but I will definitely share that with everybody. And for now, I would say goodbye, and we will see you in about a week and a half.